Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to week number 7 of the Art of Warfare in-house tournament, and it is going to be bracket number C today, which is going to be very, very awesome. I forgot to mention bracket when I was casting bracket D yesterday, but there are still a few people which I have not cast at all. I do have replays for everybody, but just not for week 7. So what's going to happen is I'm going to cast week 7 this week, and then next week I'm going to cast a few more games for the players who have not had a game cast yet. There's a few of them. There's Red Sword in bracket D, there's Mean Mustard in bracket C, and there's Seriously Care in bracket A. I think that's what his name is. Anyway, I have not cast any of those players in a game so far over the entire tournament. So, well, first of all, yeah, it's got to happen. So next week I'm going to cast 3 games, one with each of those guys, just so everybody has a game cast. And yeah, other than that, we're going to keep casting week 7. So bracket C right here, we do have Maximus from the Masterminds team, and he's pretty good. We saw him a couple of weeks ago facing off against Dreamus. Unfortunately, he did not do that well against Dreamus from Best Team Incoming, so we'll see if this week he can do a little bit better. And of course, up the top left side is none other than Squiggle, who is from the Horses, and this is another Firestorm player. He's basically played 4 games. This is his 4th game we cast him in, and he's won all the others. So he's one of those players. It always seems like the players who win everything are the ones who submit all the replays. So it's good. I'm glad they're winning everything, but yeah. So yes, so Squiggle, just looking at the history, it's probably the favorite here. Maximus, yeah, I do not know. It's definitely possible that he won this. We'll just have to see. This guy, nuts. Oh, he's gonna kill the SCV, is he? Yes, down it goes. Man, that SCV just got owned. And that Marine's like, whatever, it's just a stupid SCV. So yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome, but not much going on. We do have another barracks coming out, another 2 barracks. So going to give me some early play. Perhaps going to be dropping down a bunker and a command center off these 3 barracks play. See how that goes. Overlord's still incoming. This guy takes freaking forever, especially when he travels over here instead of over here. So he's kind of a bit lost, but look at him, man. He's old. He's really, 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 really old. Let's just let him do his thing, all right? Just if he starts going too close to the edge, just sort of give him a bit of a nudge so he starts going in a don't let him fly off a cliff or anything like that, because he'll just keep going into outer space, and then somebody will have to go after him and sort of drag him back, you know. Very old people, man, because you know he won't be able to find his way home by himself, man. He'll just keep going, and then after a few hours he'll stop and he'll be like, where the hell am I? And he'll be in complete deep space, because this is like a platform or something. So I don't know why the stars are rushing by so fast. Is this thing actually moving? Are these things like engines, or so it's like some huge Protoss aircraft thing that's sort of flying around? I feel like it is. Let's see, it's going in that direction. Yeah, man, this thing is totally flying. This is totally like a Protoss battleship or something like that. Well, not battleship, because it doesn't have any guns. If it had guns, it would probably be shooting the Zerg all over the place, but yeah. Look, this must be the, I actually don't know what that is. That's like the power source or something like that. And this is a weird-ass ship, but regardless, it is shooting through the void. And for the 575th time, the Zerg have invaded this Protoss ship, and for some reason the Terrans are defending it. I don't know how that works. I really, really don't. Oh, Protoss, man, they're just so bad at everything they do. It must be me piloting the ship. I am hopeless as a Protoss player, man. The pinnacle of my Protoss ladder career has been Silver League, and then I stopped playing for a while. I got shoved straight down to Bronze. So, I mean, granted, I did get up to Platinum, but that was when the game was full of noobs. Like, there were noobs playing ladder left, right, and center, and you can forget your way out of every single problem. But yeah, And the noobs have stopped playing for the most part. Even in Bronze League, I still play against players. They don't really know what they're doing, but they know how to do a 6 gate. I'm sorry, no, they know how to do a 6 racks marine pressure build. And they know how to fast expand into a hatchery and then go for a buttload of lings and just overwhelm me. They know the basic strategy that some guy invented and that they have copied, and they just use the crap out of it. And here's me trying to forge fast expanded and just get overwhelmed by marines, and I'm like, you bastards, I want to play at the masters level, why won't you let me play at the masters level? And they're like, shut up and eat my marines. So here we go. Actually, oh, these guys have got the skin, man. They got the level 30 skin. Look at these guys, they're totally badass. Oh, look at the way they walk, man. They're walking like they know they're going to kill something, man. Oh, they got some shields as well. Look at it, just right there. Suddenly they're just like, whoa, here's some shields. Booyah. And they're completely awesome. And the Marauders, man, the Marauders are like, dude, we were awesome way before you guys were awesome. We don't even need a shield, man. Look, his bloody thigh plate is probably as big as that bloody shield that Marine's holding. And here we go. Actually going to do a great job here. There is a bunch of Banelings, though, 7 or 8. And Maximus doing a spectacularly horrible job of avoiding the Banelings. And the Marines are going to go down, so not all that great. Couple of Marines left. Not for long. So Maximus, he had good intentions, but I mean, he had stim as well, he just didn't use it. He did not use his stim. Maybe he already used it to attack this thing, but regardless, he died, and Squiggle killed him with a lot of Banelings. So I think that's pretty much all we need to know about that game. He died, and a lot of Banelings killed him. So yeah, there we go. Suddenly Maximus, he made a play. The play didn't work so well, and now he's going to have to think of something else. But he is so far behind on the workers. And I remember at the start of the game, we said Squiggle is probably the favourite. I think this is just confirming it right now, man. Squiggle is just good. He's at the upper level of bracket C, and Maximus is not so much at the upper level of bracket C. Maybe he's just having a bad day. I mean, you really can't tell with these sort of things. If I could watch every single game that Maximus played during this tournament, I could say, you know what, he actually lost every game. So, no, I'm not saying he lost every game, but I'm saying if I could watch all the replays, I could look at them, and I could say, well, for example, he lost all the games, so he's probably not, you know, not a super awesome player. But if I watched them all and I said, oh, he's won 5 games, except for the 2 that I've cast, so he's pretty good. He just doesn't like this Zerg player. He doesn't like that other player which I cast him against. But it's hard to tell. It's really, really hard to tell. Squiggle, on the other hand, this is the 4th game I've cast him in, because he sends replays in, and he's won every one of them. So he's a very, very strong player, and to be honest, I can't really, really blame Maximus for not submitting the replays when he's constantly losing. Not that I'm saying he's constantly losing, because I haven't watched the replays, but you know what I mean. I can 90% not blame him. I can still 10% blame him, because when you're casting a tournament and people don't send replays in, it pisses you off. It's very annoying. So I'm still a bit upset about that, but you know what? I'm not going to take it out on Maximus, man. He's probably still a good guy, and he may or may not have a decent amount of skill in Starcraft, but we are unable to determine it due to lacking replays, which we're not going to go on about anymore. Look at this Squiggle, Mutaling, once again, man. Firestorm and Squiggle, they're not on the same team, are they? No, they're different teams. Firestorm's from Tortastic, Squiggle's from the Horses, so man, if those guys were on the same team, I feel like they probably would have won the tournament. Although, as it stands, what did Tortastic do? Firestorm, so his team was 5th, 6th, I think, okay. And Squiggle's team was 2nd place. Yeah, they got 2nd place, so they did very, very right. So, yeah, where is that command center? Here it is, flying around. Wait, that's the Indiana Jones theme music. I thought for a second it was Star Wars, but oh man. Overseer in the house. One Marine chasing it. The other Marines are just like, well, they don't actually exist. They're all in the bunkers, man. They're all chilling out in the bunkers. And the Marauders are just like having You know what these guys are doing over here. They're having like an Arnie style muscle competition or something like that. They're just going around. It's like, I am Big Marauder. They're just totally showing off, and the Marine is like, oh my god, you guys are so gay. And he gets punched in the face. Oh man, it's so hilarious. These Marauders really are just beefed up all over the place. Look at that guy, man. He was just totally just flexing his arm. Totally is just flexing. Let's just watch and see if another one flexes their muscles. Banshee's going across now. They're just sort of ducking around. And the Mutas are coming in, and they here's when the Marauders start running around like little girls because they can't actually attack Mutas. Missile Turret holding its own against the Mutas over here, but the rest of them moving in. And Squiggle with quite a lot. Look at the Marauders, man. They're going for it. They're really going for it, but unfortunately, you know what the problem with the Marauders is? Their arms are too beefy. They're too big, they're too heavy, and they can't raise them above horizontal levels. So they can't actually point their arms up in the air because they just got too much muscle and it's all messed up. So they're obviously done some horrible version of steroid abuse, which means they can't lift their arms above their shoulder height. And that is why they cannot attack air units, man. It's just really, really messed up. Oh, the tank. Great play there. This other tank probably going to go down, but the Marines coming in, and Squiggle staying just long enough to kill the tank before running across, actually getting owned by a lot of these bunkers, man. But a couple of Mutas going down there. 7 Mutas lost total, but he has taken out 3 tanks, so I feel like it's possibly worth it. I gotta say, it's a bit of a dodgy play from Masters level player. Here, I think losing all those Mutas to take out the tanks, I think Squiggle's probably fine. I don't think there's going to be any sort of critical damage that Maximus can sort of lean on him and start to make an advantage. I think Maximus is still outplayed here, and taking out a bunch of Mutas from Squiggle is not going to change things. Here he is moving out. Horrible decision. The Banelings move in, wipe out everything, and Maximus must have known he was going down. It was like one final hurrah, and he barely got the hurrah off before he got completely destroyed. So that is it, and Squiggle once again proving why his team got into second place, because, yeah, well, because he's awesome. Yeah, he's constantly winning games. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Watching. I don't know what the hell I said, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. Bracket C has been done. We've got Bracket B and A coming up. Tomorrow it's going to be Nabose from Team Insane and Kitauji from Best Team Incoming. Both players I think we've seen before, but it should be awesome to see them facing off against each other, because they definitely have won every single game we've cast of them. I think, yeah, I think so. I mean, Kitauji, we actually cast in bracket. He was in bracket C, going off against Semtext. Oh, actually, he lost that game. Did he? Yeah, he did. Okay. My bad. I should stop beefing him up, because he hasn't actually won that game. But anyway, I'm sure he'll win this game against Nabose, who's currently winning quite a lot. Anyway, enough of that. Stay tuned tomorrow. Bracket B. Catch you guys then. This has been Harry Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.